Young Sheldon, the beloved spin-off prequel to The Big Bang Theory, captures the early years of Sheldon Cooper, one of TV's most beloved eccentric geniuses. One of the standout aspects of the show is not just Sheldon's quirky brilliance, but his relationship with his family, particularly his twin sister, Missy. Despite their obvious differences, Sheldon and Missy share a bond that provides both humor and heart to the series. As the actress who plays Missy, Raegan Revord has had the opportunity to explore this relationship in depth over the years. And when asked about her favorite moment between Sheldon and Missy, she didn't hesitate to recall one that encapsulates the sibling dynamic perfectly. The relationship between Sheldon and Missy is often marked by their contrasting personalities. Sheldon is intellectually advanced but socially inept, while Missy is more socially adept, sassy, and willing to challenge her brother's sometimes frustrating tendencies. Yet beneath all the bickering and jokes, there is an undeniable affection between the two, one that is especially poignant given how young they are. For Raegan Revord, one moment that stands out to her as both funny and meaningful is from Season 1. Episode 12, titled A Computer, a plastic tree, and a little bit of blowing. The setup. In this episode, Sheldon is obsessed with the idea of getting a computer and enlists the help of his family to get one. Meanwhile, Missy is dealing with her own life, mostly involving the struggles of being a preteen girl in a family dominated by her brother's genius. While Sheldon is all about facts, logic, and details, Missy often finds herself in situations that are more relatable, especially for young viewers who are just beginning to form their own personalities. But it's in this episode where we see a great deal of growth from both siblings. Sheldon's stubbornness drives much of the plot, but Missy's playful interference with him is what really brings out the humor. And of course there's a deeper level to it. The episode is about family dynamics, and how even in the most difficult or strange situations, the Cooper family has each other's backs. In this episode, Sheldon is trying to wrap his mind around a system of reward and consequences, something that would normally be a challenge for him. It's here that Missy takes her opportunity to be both an annoying little sister and someone who adds a surprising layer of insight. The moment. As Sheldon's plan begins to fall apart, Missy offers a sly piece of advice that reveals a lot about her character. And in Raegan Revord's words, this is the moment that is a standout for her. Sheldon can be so clueless sometimes, says Revord. It's so much fun to play with that dynamic. There's this one moment in the episode where Missy is trying to explain to Sheldon what it means to act normal. She gives him this long list of things to do, and Sheldon, of course, takes it way too literally. But it shows how Missy is so much more tuned into the world around her than Sheldon is, and that's part of the humor. It's kind of funny because Missy is technically the normal one, but she can still be weird in her own way, like every sibling. In this interaction, Missy's quick-witted responses and ability to see through Sheldon's quirks is something that comes out often in the show. While Sheldon is brilliant in his own way, Missy's ability to relate to the world around her gives her a wisdom that Sheldon is often blind to. Raegan Revord explains, it's moments like these that make Missy so special. She can teach Sheldon things that he doesn't know how to learn through logic. Sometimes the best lessons come from the people who can't explain them scientifically, and Missy is the one who just knows how to make him see the world differently. I think it's my favorite scene because it's the one time you see Sheldon, the genius, kind of at a loss. Sibling bonds. Raegan also highlights how important the sibling bond is between Sheldon and Missy, and how it drives the emotional core of young Sheldon. While their dynamic often brings laughs, there are deeper emotional moments that show their genuine affection. For Raegan, the episode also showcases a tender, unspoken connection between the two, which, though it often gets overshadowed by the jokes and misunderstandings, is real. Missy may tease Sheldon, and Sheldon may get frustrated with Missy. Raegan admits, but the reality is that they are there for each other in ways that only siblings can understand. That's why this moment is so important. It shows how Missy is always trying to help Sheldon, even if he doesn't realize it, and it shows the unspoken love that exists between them. Sheldon and Missy's relationship is full of these tiny, subtle moments where their true care for each other peeks through their differences. The way Missy can be the voice of reason, or the way Sheldon quietly depends on his sister, even though he's ob.